been dancing for?
I don't know, a month, I think.
Why?
I know, I could have gotten so much work done, all those cover-by-cover scripts.
Could we stop?
Yeah, why not?
Really? That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next anime we're going to be watching?
Oh, right. Let me check Patreon real quick. Magical Girl, Lyrical Nanoha.
What?
Yeah, it's a...
Magical Girl, Lyrical Nanoha?
Nanoha, yes. Yes. Alright, let's get into this.
No! Not this time! I am done with this fucking piece of shit little magical girl, happy twigs and berries motherfucking bullshit! I am too hard for this shit! I'm not fucking doing it again. Magical Girl, what the fuck?
But you're the
No, it's not fucking happening! It's not happening! I'm out this bitch! Fuck you! What the fuck? Joe!
Joe, where are you going? But we need to start. Joe. What the fuck?
X gon' give it to you. Fuck, wait for you to get it on your own. X gon' deliver to you.
Hi, thank you for stopping at McDonald's. Let me help you.
Chicken nuggets!
Open up the door and
Sure, how many pieces?
with the non-stop pop out and stay.
You got a 4, a 6, or a 10 piece?
What the fucking shit? No! What are you doing in my house?
You sit now.
But why?
Because this is happening.
But my hentai print.
No! Everybody happy now? Good.
When the darkness falls around you and the nighttime fear surrounds you, you will be closer to another day. The hope you once held on to may seem it's moving on through, but now you're closer to another day. See it, believe it, you've got to receive it.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Animerica Unlimited. I'm JT Camp.
And I'm putting a happy face on this.
Oh come on, we had a great time.
Oh, how the tables have turned, Captain Gang Thug.
I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Okay, cunt. Today we're here for another Patreon special. This time, Magical Girl Lyrical Nanoha, in case you couldn't tell. But before we get to that review, we should probably go into what magical girls have been, because we have no idea what the hell we're doing.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, even though I kind of do like cutesier, girlier anime a little bit, I really don't know a damn thing about magical girl anime. So, we're going to go ahead and take a little jaunt into the history of magical girls and hopefully be done in less than an hour.
What?
Less than a half hour.
Eh.
Less than a few minutes.
Yeah, okay, that's better.
Before magical girls existed, a legendary anime named Princess Knight gave us what is generally considered the blueprint for the genre as a whole. It also gave us the first mainstream androgynous character, something that totally wouldn't be run into the ground until it meant nothing. But the point is that without it, none of this would exist.
Princess Knight became so popular that it permanently changed the shoujo genre from comedic PSAs to real stories with dramatic weight, real writing, and a cadre of iconic characters. Shows like Magical Princess Minky Momo became so popular in the 1980s that they have legitimately been credited as helping with the passage of Japan's Equal Employment Opportunity Act in 1985. A few years later, Sailor Moon debuted and single-handedly revitalized the whole thing by combining together many emerging tropes into a new formula that garnered mass appeal at home and abroad. However, artistic merit has never been able to stand in the way of a quick buck, and so despite the landmark titles of each era, the magical girl genre inevitably devolved into a merchandising stunt, drawing harsh criticism for falling far from the heights it once reached.
Over time, more change was necessary as female shoujo readers became far more interested in romance and romantic comedy titles, and the magical girl genre started to lose its long-established audience. And so, in 2004, Magical Girl Lyrical Nanoha was created with the goal of targeting a shonen audience. Yes, Nanoha was created for boys. And despite facing tough contenders like Naruto, Major, and Bleach, Nanoha garnered modest success, especially on DVD, and proved that boys actually would watch a show with cute little girls in it. Ha! I guess Japan never had to contend with cooties.
Okay, so now with all that lore out of the way, let's get into the specific story behind Magical Girl Lyrical Nanoha. Because, yeah, whatever, a girls show that appeals to boys. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about some weird shit.
Like tie-dyed poop?
You're an idiot. In the year... Yeah, that. In August of that year, an OVA was produced called Triangle Heart. Triangle Heart was based on a trilogy of visual novel-style games of the same name. However, these weren't just any old games, they were eroge, H-games, meant for adults, and they were very dark and violent as well. So what most naturally spins off from a series like that in a genre like that? Magical Girl Lyrical Nanoha, am I right? Almost as natural as a RoboCop cartoon. This is not a joke. This is real.
At the very least, this series appears to take place in a parallel universe, because characters that are alive in the series, like Nanoha's dad, were long dead by the time she was this old in Triangle Heart. So, at least there's that? I mean, at least they don't mention the Triangle Heart universe in the show, so...
So what? Are we giving out consolation prizes now? What was that, their pitch to angry parents? Magical Girl Lyrical Nanoha. At least we don't tell your kids to buy porn.
Okay, come on, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay, whatever. Moving on. There's still one more thing we really need to talk about before getting into this actual review, and that's the version of the show that we'll be looking at today. As always, Genion is to blame for all this world's evils, and so they only managed to get through season 1 of localization before shitting life's proverbial bed. So we contacted Brett, our wonderful patron who sponsored this review, to let him know about this issue, and he sent us an eBay link to this.
Yes. In case you fine folks at home can't tell, this masterpiece is a bootleg. Yes, we are now stooping to these lows.
In all fairness, we did tell Brett about our reservations regarding English subtitles from Taiwan, but we all came to an agreement that starting with season 1 of the dub and then jarringly going to season 2 with subs with these subtitles anyway would have been a bad idea, and rather stick with one language the whole way through. So prepare yourselves, because this leg is very boot.
Yes, it is. So, alright, ladies and germs, it's time to get underway with Bad English and Terrible Times Ahead. This is Magical Girl Lyrical Nanoha.
They put soft sleeves in here. I think they used a glue gun. $20.
We kick things off with a lazy zoom effect, bringing us straight into the apocalypse. Well, this does not bode well. If you start with the end of all life, where do you have left to go?
Or maybe it's a really fucked up visualization of Nanoha's first period? No, turns out to be neither of these things, as some boy summons a magical Red Hot to fight Nigga Meatwad. Well, okay then.
許されざる者を封印の輪にジュエルシード封印
Ow, ow, ow! I tried to enter the circle and this is what happened. You're mean. I'm going home.
逃がしちゃった追いかけなくちゃ誰か僕の声を聞いて力を貸して
I think we have a vital scene missing here. Just another victim of the cutting room floor.
誰か僕の声を聞いて力を貸して魔法の力を
Wow. How disappointing that must be. I can only imagine. And he didn't even get to eat the cinnamon ball. Oh, now it's all dirty.
The show proper begins with an upbeat, happy introduction to Nanoha's family. Or it would be if her whole house wasn't being immolated by the nuclear sun. Wait, breakfast will be ready and minute? Great, welcome to this.
I also have to love how much Nanoha passive-aggressively hates her sister, apparently. Here's my mom. She's good with sweets and really amazing. My dad is just the best. Here's my brother. He's the master of the sword school. And here's my sister. Moving on to breakfast.
高町家の両親はまだ新婚気分バリバリです。
ほら、貸してみろ。
で、お兄ちゃんとお姉ちゃんもとっても仲良しで、愛されてる自覚はとってもありますが。
Phrasing?
Well, yeah, just gonna let that one slither. We cut to the terrible pressures of Japan, where Nanoha is expected to know what she wants to do with the rest of her life at age 9.
アリサちゃんとスズカちゃんはもう結構決まってるんだよね。うちはお父さんもお母さんも会社経営だし、いっぱい勉強してちゃんと後を継がなきゃ。私は機械系が好きだから、工学系で専門職がいいなと思ってるけど。そっか、やりたいことは何かあるような気もするんだけど、まだそれが何なのかはっきりしないんだ。
What? You brought it up. You asked them. Fucking attention whore. God.
So Nanoha has no goal in life, no idea what use she could possibly be to society, and nothing she aspires to. Great. See, if she was a guy, this would result in her being considered a worthless delinquent. But because of her vagoo, she gets to be a magical girl instead. What's that smell? Seems familiar. Oh yeah, it's horse shit!
Nanoha and her friends head home through the woods, and because anime, it turns out that the battle in the forest was also a dream she had. She finds the mighty ferret boy, who is somehow now wearing his candy ball as a necklace, even though we saw it hit the ground several feet away. He's also apparently just been sleeping in the middle of this path for the last 18 hours. How has no one else stumbled upon him?
Nanoha wants to take the injured animal to a hospital because she's a retard, but instead they take it to a proper vet where he wakes up and imprints on Nanoha. I guess because his sensitive nose detects the mainness of her character.
うちも食べ物商売だから原則としてペットの飼育はダメだし。
しばらく預かるだけならカゴに入れておけて菜の葉がちゃんとお世話できるならいいかも。
Well, never mind any of that. Also, holy shit, this one scene is animated ridiculously well all of a sudden. Tat first episode budget, am I right? Nanoha reads aloud the text she's sending like all real humans do, before having an equally average hallucination.
聞いてください。僕の声が聞こえるあなた、お願いです。僕に少しだけ力を貸してください。
あの子が喋ってるの？
Holy shit! Just dunk the entire budget, guys! This is probably fine. By episode 26, we're just gonna have fucking stick figures.
Also, 9-year-old panties. For fuck's sake.
Oh yeah, there goes the entire budget. But hey, at least the action isn't half bad. Nanoha chants a lyrical incantation. Get it? No, seriously. This is why she's called Lyrical Nanoha. This is literally it.
Shirking transformation tropes, Nanoha materializes an outfit that's actually more conservative than what she was just wearing. I guess Shadow Meatwad really digs that ankle though, as this makes her way more appetizing just before the episode ends.
Well, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great either. It's a pretty okay opener. Yeah, but not nearly enough underage panty shots for my taste. Wait, what? What?
We pick up the next episode with the 100% predictable tutorial boss fight we knew was coming. Somehow, because of spirit energy or some such hippie bullshit, Nanoha is able to do on her very first try ever what the experienced monster fighter couldn't. Naturally, it's at this point that we'd like to ask what the actual fuck is going on in this show.
This guy couldn't defeat that monster for no reason, as far as I can tell. He's not on the verge of death, I think. But then later on, when he transforms into this ferret form, he's horribly injured. What? Anyway, this one spell causes him to collapse into a state so mortally weakened that he has to transform into a ferret, and that somehow sustains him. I'm sure most people would just shrug at this point and say, because anime or whatever, but come the fuck on. This is like a bad Mad Lib.
Nanoha, however, was able to cast the same spell so strong that it captured the monster again on the first try. And she has no idea what she's doing. Imagine if Goku just went Super Saiyan and killed Raditz in episode 2. Yeah, that would have been the best, wouldn't it? All of that zero tension, no excitement, and nothing to build up to would have been lost. What?
Nanoha's reaction to this telepathic sapient ferret named Yuno becoming a witch and capturing this monster's soul as a gem can best be summed up with the following line.
多分私平気。
Great! Moving on.
Wow, episode 2 and they really are all out of budget. Welcome to anime, we hope you stay for a while. Anyway, her whole family that has principles and wouldn't want to risk ruining their food with animal hair or droppings immediately falls totally in love with the ferret because we've already lost the plot. Yuno tells Nanoha that she has automatic telepathy whenever she has the jewel with her, which means it's just something she can innately do now, and not a skill she has to work in order to improve or better acquire. What exactly are we going to be doing for 13 episodes again?
この前お話しした通り、漢字は辺と作りでできています。それを組み合わせることで漢字は一つの文字でもいろいろな意味を持っているのです。それは辺には辺の意味、作りには作りの意味があるからです。例えば人間を表すのは人間、水を表すのは山水、木を表すのは木片ですね。それではちょっとクイズ。
ジュエルシードは僕らの世界の古代遺産なんだ。
Oh, thank God, exposition. I thought we were in for 3 hours of rudimentary lessons. No, I'm not being facetious. What do you take me for?
たまたま見つけた人や動物が間違って使用してしまって、それを取り込んで暴走することもある。そしてある日、古い遺跡の中であれを発見して、調査団に依頼して保管してもらったんだけど、何らかの人為的災害に遭ってしまって、21個のジュエルシードはこの世界に散らばってしまった。だけどあれを見つけてしまったのは僕だから、全部見つけてちゃんとあるべき場所に返さないとダメだから。
なんとなくだけど、ユウノくんの気持ちわかるかもしんない。
Yes, that's it! Somehow! Not because of any difficulties she's had to go through in the past or anything that might flesh out her character. Somehow! She can just understand him innately. Somehow! This writing, pure gold.
Nanoha, being the inconsiderate bitch that she is, spends every minute with her friends ignoring them and talking to Yuno instead because she psychically read the script and now knows that they don't matter to the plot at all. And that's when we get this little nugget.
ナノハはもう魔法使いだよ。
Yes, we're already at the top of the mountain. No need to train, get more powerful, develop new abilities, have personality. You're already the best you can possibly be.
ナノハ、レイジングハートの起動。
起動ってなんだっけ？
我は使命をから始まる起動パスワード。
あんな長いの覚えてないよ。
You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around.
A new challenger appears and lunges in for the kill. But then because Nanoha does nothing to defend herself except start glowing, it respectfully gives her the time to prepare. How considerate? He must just respect the way the game is played.
And the one thing that justified the name of the show is now gone. 10 out of 10. Anyway.
手ほど痛くはないかな。
Phrasing?
Anyway, Nanoha defeats the Doge monster without attacking it even once. Man, this is all so thrilling, I don't even know how I can contain myself. Oh, here's how the episode ends.
So, how do we go up from here? If this was an episode of Cover by Cover, I'd be done already. This is just so boring, generic, and bland. Oh, Will, you impatient whore. We still have 24 episodes to go, so I suggest you man up and stop being such a sopping bitch. Okay? Okay. What did I just say?
We cut in with Nanoha already having collected 3 more jewel seeds. She's been pushing herself too hard, though, and has managed to contract scurvy somehow. So that means no fighting. Time for sport ball.
ボールを足で蹴って相手のゴールに入れたら1点。手を使っていいのはゴールの前にいる1人だけで。
面白そうだね。
Thank you, Nanoha. But you know, you guys worked up quite a hunger from all that talking. How about some lunch? $20.
ほら、ユウノくん、お手キュッ。わー、かわいい。賢い。
Okay, this show was made to appeal to boys, right? Fucking how? How is this supposed to compete with other actual shonen?
now there's something.
Yeah, okay. The entire point of this episode is the conflict between Nanoha still wanting to have a normal life and her new responsibilities as a magical girl. She ignores the jewel she senses here, and later on, other people suffer for it.
今日もすごかったね。
うちはディフェンスがいいからね。
でもかっこよかった。
Okay, fine. You can blow me right here. What the shit? What do you think blowjobs are?
Okay, this is a really awesome idea. I love this. These giant trees erupt out of the ground all over the city. The two kids are encased in a jewel inside one of them. Now, what I wanted to see was a race against time with Nanoha trying to navigate all these trees in a desperate chase to save them before they turn completely into crystal. I mean, it's not an original idea or anything, but for kids, that would be exciting. Instead, we get none of that.
I'm sorry, but what was the point of any of this? Why were there all these trees? Why all this destruction? Was it just for a cool visual? If there had been one tree that was 10 miles tall with no way to climb it, the same thing would have happened. How could you not take advantage of a set piece like this? I just don't even...
So, having wasted another opportunity to do anything actually cool, Nanoha decides to, forget the message the episode was trying to convey?
自分なりの精一杯じゃなく本当の全力でユウノ君のお手伝いではなく自分の意志でジエルシード集めをしようと思いました。
You, feeling sufficiently self-absorbed there, Nanoha? The point of this was that you needed to give up the things you selfishly wanted in order to fulfill your greater responsibilities as a heroine. Not just selfishly decide you wanted other things. Well, whatever. If it leads to some stuff that would actually be fun to watch, I guess I can't complain too much.
See, there you go. Try to enjoy it, man. Do you think they're buying it? Yes. Oh, thank Christ.
So finally, 4 episodes in with a quarter of the series gone, we get something resembling a possible villain. But, oh god, I need to get away from the screen. I am bleeding because the edge is too sharp.
It's also at this point that we see just how ridiculously loaded all of Nanoha's friends are. They live in mansions, have maids, and actual tea parties, and are drowning in pussy. Must be that Asian privilege, am I right?
じゃあ私と京也は部屋にいるからはいそちらにお持ちします。
Oh yeah, in the butt. Wait, what's with this asshole's face? Shinobu here is thrilled just to be in his presence, but he's all like, if I have to... I guess that's why they're just sitting formally in the next shot. She's into it, but he could not give less of a fuck. Why?
ずっと幸せそうだよ。
No. No. Fuck off. If there's an incest subplot, I rage quit this show.
Oh, come on. Chill out and enjoy it, JT. Anyway, a cat finds one of the jewel seeds and becomes a big monster. And now is as good a time as any to talk about this nonsense.
あれは
多分あの猫の大きくなりたいって思いが正しく叶えられたんじゃないかなと。
I may not know what a kidder is, but that's not important right now. It was said at the very beginning that these jewels grant wishes, but it always turns out really bizarre. Well, okay, but aren't you completely wasting the potential there? Shouldn't we be exploring the wishes and what was being wished for in the first place? What did that fucking corgi wish that turned him into a hulking samurai hellbeast? What were those two middle schoolers wishing that crystallized them and caused a giant forest to erupt out of the earth? If you're not going to make it matter, then it's completely pointless.
You could just as easily make all the crystals look different and give each one a unique effect. Then make the characters have to figure out the name of each specific crystal for the sealing spell to work. That would create intrigue and engage us as we try to solve the puzzle along with Nanoha. But nope. Instead, we're settling for cookie-cutter blue parallelograms and completely arbitrary effects that can be explained away in a single lazy sentence if they're even explained at all. Fantastic. Storytelling!
Anyway, Clifford the Big Gray Cat turns out to be a big problem. Thanks, Nanoha. Until Shadow McDarksoul arrives to murder it with lightning.
Well, I guess that's how we know she's the villain. She loves brutalizing kittens. How cheap. And you know, when Yuno is so upset that it holds on his scowl for 10 full seconds, you know you're looking at bullshit.
The blonde girl returns home to her weird anime dog inside an apartment building on the verge of a nuclear meltdown. And just before the episode ends, we see a picture of her presumably dead mother. I mean, I guess that justifies giving an infant feline the chair, right? Right?
No! I said no!
Well, even though we really have no time to waste, it's time for a
What happened? The first 4 episodes had their typos, but everything was still acceptable. What fresh hell is this? The Master's family? Well, I guess their loving father enslaved them between episodes. And yes, I agree, this is the necessary of Takamachi's family when they go to travel.
Such beautiful view, so green, much trees, very sky.
Phrasing?
Okay, we've got to get this train back on the rail.
温泉はいいよ
Don't you mean hot spring?
No, JT, you mediocre dunce. It's a hot well. They lower you down in a bucket, and then you drown in boiling water. It's a Japanese tradition. How do you not know about this?
Okay, yeah, haha, suicide joke, very funny. Why is this adult perving out over 9-year-old girls? Yeah, I get the fully grown women with actual boobs, but why does seeing Nanoha make him all hot and bothered? This is getting really fucking creepy.
After the sisters' boobs absorb a bunch of water and grow 3 more bra sizes, this is all science, mind you, we could do possibly the worst walking animation ever. Seriously, the budget is long gone.
ちびちゃんたちあんま賢そうでも強そうでもないしただのガキンチョに見えるんだけどな
あなたを知らないそうですがどちら様ですか
うんふん
Yeah, okay, it really wasn't funny. At all.
Ermine? The fuck is an ermine?
Actually, it's also called a stoat. Seems like that's actually what he is.
But they've been calling him a ferret the entire time. damn it, Wikipedia! Okay, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Nanoha rescues an injured ferret. He's a ferret.
But look at this picture here. He's obviously a stoat.
No, it says right here, you dunce. He's a ferret.
I understand what it says, but he's obviously an ermine. Look at it.
Oh, okay. I understand what's correct, but I think these horrific Taiwanese subtitles might have a point. Will Ryan, 2017.
Okay. All I'm saying is, even a blind squirrel finds a knot eventually.
Oh, look, the subtitles just called him a dog. Now, let's not be too hasty. There might be something to this. Will Ryan, 2017.
All right, whatever. This could not matter less. The walking tits sadly leave frame with blonde girl yelling after them. Oh wait, I spoke too soon. Well, hello, Elifie? What? Oh, she's the girl's dog. It's her dog. Whatever, I'd still hit it.
And I'd hit that. Ha! This series really was made for boys. And my current erection.
Ugh, take it outside. Anyway, if this dog can transform into a woman at will, why can't Yuno just transform back into a dude and... Wait, why can the dog transform into a woman in the first place? Why and how did Yuno transform into an ermine?
It's a ferret.
No, shut up. Why hasn't any of this been even 1% explained? Just give me a single line. This can happen because X. And no, I don't mean because anime. Do fucking better.
Anyway, after a telepathic conversation no English speaker could possibly comprehend, another jewel appears and the inevitable battle ensues. Pelodish wakes up, confirming that the edge is real before...
What shot is this? The angle is so Dutch, it's turning Polish. How are they still tethered to the earth? The poles are switching. Everybody run for your lives.
Don't do Well, this battle is probably fair anyway. Feed over here has a tiger and Nanoha has a chibi ferret. This is fine.
話し合いでなんとかできるってことない。そういうことを簡単に決めつけないために話し合いって必要なんだと思う。
話し合うだけじゃ、言葉だけじゃきっと何も変わらない。伝わらない。
Ah! Way to roll a natural 1, Nanoha. So the fight ensues, and this time, for no real reason, the two are evenly matched. However, because Nanoha distracts herself with countless failed diplomacy checks, villain Mick Blackheart gets the jewel, Elofi does the most awkward jump in the history of animation, something trying to resemble competent animation occurs, and then the episode ends.
You know, between the terrible subtitles and this bargain basement animation, this is like 30% of an anime. Oh, come on. I mean, I'd go a solid 32. Let's agree to disagree.
After Nanoha considers a journey to the Isle of Lebanon, we see that the subtitles are suddenly back to normal. Well, what the fuck? Were they drunk for that one episode or what?
Anyway, in this 30% of an anime, we are now treated to 50% of an episode, which brings us to 15% entertainment value. I would not continue watching.
なんで怒ってるのかなんとなくわかるけどダメだよあんまり怒っちゃだってムカつくわ困ってるの見え見えじゃないなのに何度聞いても私たちには何も教えてくれないナノハちゃんが秘密にしたいことだったら私たちは待っててあげるしかできないんじゃないかな何もできないかもしれないけど少なくとも一緒に悩んであげられるじゃない
See, these scenes are actually playing out really well. We're getting a detailed backstory of this friendship, and it's being told decently. Because of that, I'd like to step in and disagree with Will vehemently, but I can't, because every second of this is completely pointless.
Yes, Sadly, every second of this nuanced, complex backstory is useless in the grand scheme of things because these characters could not matter less. It's not like they get their own magical girl powers later. They never do anything. In fact, once the plot really gets going, they disappear completely. So why is it here at all?
The only purpose it serves is to put Nanoha over as a good-hearted, brave girl fit to be our heroine. But that's a problem because she's been pretty damn meek for the majority of the series up until this exact moment, including the last episode where the same girl who slapped Blondie in the face to stand up for blue hair cowered away from a woman who was mildly jeering at her.
Here's a thought. Why not just do that same thing as Nanoha's present character progression? Have her initially be shy and unsure of herself, but then as she faces greater and greater challenges, she becomes more bold and confident. That would be perfectly fine. But no, let's waste everyone's time by rushing through the whole thing via bland exposition for two background characters that could not count for less. 10 out of 10. Storytelling!
The other half of the episode is an epic clash between Nanoha and the properly named Fate Testarossa over yet another Jewel Seed. It's actually an exciting fight, a definite sign that things are starting to pick up. And at the end, it all culminates in...
Well, the show's over, right? They're obviously both dead. The entire city's destroyed.
No.
What do you mean, no?
No, they're fine. They're both alive. The city's not destroyed. They're fine.
But
No,
it
it's
just...
thematic. It's a metaphor. There's no damage to the city. What's the matter? They're both fine. Everything's fine.
Fuck this.
We'll be able to come back next week for a new adventure. Where are you going? $20. Oh. Alright, see you all next time. Bye! Hello, everyone. I'm the Nostalgia Critic. Wait, I forgot my tie.
I mean, I wonder how many people you would trick.
Basically,
How many people would be like, oh, he's cameoing.
That guy appears to have glasses.
While you're not wearing glasses. Just a mass hallucination.
Ha! Got him!
Oh boy.